The Consciousness of the Initiate. January 2016. Beloved one, you are the initiate, the beginning one, the one who is seeking, the one who wants to find. There is a certain feeling of excitement which comes with being the initiate. You want to know everything there is to experience in life. Now, as we have spoken many times, this lifetime is an extension of what you have experienced here and on other planetary bodies, for this is not your first lifetime here on Holy Mother Earth, and it is not your first lifetime, as you would characterize a lifetime in expression. You have known lifetimes on Holy Mother Earth as the small beings, as the large beings, all that you can imagine to be animate and inanimate, and you have experienced other planetary bodies and other star constellations as well, because you have wanted to know, where can I go? How can I be? How will it feel? What questions will I ask of myself? And if there are others, what will I ask of them? So you have come what you would see to be a long journey. You have fashioned for yourself many experiences, and you keep adding to those experiences. As the one who is seeking, you are sitting with a wealth of experiences from other lifetimes, as you call a certain segment of expression, other lifetimes where you have been in what you would call now unfamiliar territory, and yet at the time it was familiar, because you were creating it as you are creating this lifetime. You have experienced, and you have expressed, that is the nature of divinity, to always be going forward to experience and express all of divinity in every creative way that you can imagine in any one time, and outside of time. Now, that is very hard to understand as you work within this paradigm that is so governed by time. But in truth, you have known timelessness, where you have known yourself just to be. There are times, if you will pardon the pun, in this lifetime when you are in meditation, when you are taking yourself out of time, when you can feel yourself to be no longer governed by time. Then you come back to this experience and you see that perhaps 25 or 30 minutes have passed. If you are very lucky, perhaps a whole hour has passed, and you have not had an interruption which brought you back. During that time you were timeless. You knew the expansiveness of just being. This is why I say to you many times to please spend some time each day in quietness, in meditation, even if it is just for 5 minutes, because if you experience a very deep satisfaction in the 5 minutes, you are going to want to have 10 or 15. And you will find, much to your surprise, that you get as much done in that day as you would if you went rushing around not taking the 10 or 15 minutes. You are the makers of time. You are the ones who put it forth. You are the ones who expand it. You are the ones who contract it from time to time. You are the ones who get in the vehicle with only 10 minutes to get to a place which is going to require 20 minutes to get there, and you get there in 10 minutes. And you wonder, how did that happen? The next time that happens for you, stop and think and realize, make real in your awareness, that you are the creator of time. On a day when you find that you have too many things to do in that day and there is no way you think you are going to fit everything in, stop for a moment, breathe, and expand the time so that you will get everything done smoothly, without the feeling of tension, the feeling that you have to run everywhere. You know the feeling of having 10 things on the mind at once, and you forget 9 of them. Sometimes you laugh about it if you remember even one of them. The initiate is looking for, searching for meaning, wanting to know the meaning of life. Why am I here? Who am I? When the initiate comes to the consciousness of realizing that the answer to everything is love, there is great laughter, a great relief, a great freedom. The world speaks that there is so much that you have to be doing. You have to know this. You have to know that. You have to be here. You have to be there. And you have to have it all done yesterday. And yet you know that the answer is to be at peace. Everything, you have experienced this, everything will get done in its own timing. Even if there does not seem to be enough time to do things, everything that needs to be done will be done. And it is much easier if you do it in love. No matter what you have to do, as you approach it in a playful manner, it becomes much easier to do. It may be the same question, Maybe the same people, maybe the same old ritual that has to be undertaken, but as you will approach it in a new way of looking at it, in a way that says, this doesn't have to be hard, I'm going to try out a new way, I'm going to try out a new way of smiling my way through it. There is a most wondrous thing which happens. As you go through a day smiling, one first of all wonders, what does she know that I don't know? Why is he smiling? Why does she love? How can he be so sure that he can be nice to another person and he won't run out of niceness? Always there will be enough of it to give. You have experienced for yourself that the more you give, the more it is replenished, because truly it flows through you. The consciousness of the initiate is one of seeking and yet one of knowing that he/she has found. The consciousness of the initiate says, I want to know. I want to experience the ease of life. I want to experience who I really am. I want to play on this playground that sometimes feels that it has broken glass all over and it will be treacherous. And yet I want to know that the broken glass is like rubber and it will not hurt me. I want to know that this is truly a playground. When the consciousness of the initiate comes to a certain place of acceptance, knowing that there is only one answer to any question, love, the initiate becomes the master. You are the master. You have come here once again to play, to rediscover. That is all that is happening. You are rediscovering that which you have already known. You are rediscovering that life does not have to be difficult. You are rediscovering that there is only one answer, and it is very easy, to be in love. As you are beginning what you have decreed to be a new year, be aware of the consciousness of the initiate which you are, seeking to know new adventures, new experiences, in this year. And acknowledge the Master who has found and remembered, for truly you are both the initiate and the Master, in love. So be it. Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus. Channeled through Judith Coates. www.oakbridge.org